Hello, my name is Andrew. Today, what I'll be speaking about is a succubus and an incubus. Now, please understand, y'all, don't be racist. Don't be scared. Now, a succubus and an incubus is actually a female and male demon. Many of y'all are married to succubus and incubus. These people are, but these people are, they are sex demons. And these people are actually energy vampires. Not in a bad way, in a good way, which they are sex addicts. They want to have sex with their lover or sex partners every day and for a very long time. And when people do this, when they do have sex with their partner every day and for a long period of time, they wind up draining their partner's essence from out of them, making them weaker, tired, sleepier. This goes for males and females. So when people have themselves a sexual, so when people have themselves an over sexual female partner or male partner, they're going to eventually become tired, sleepier, weaker, because they are wasting their semen and wasting their oxygen, or they feeding it to them through oral sex. Now, usually, now, um, but for usually when people are married to a succubus or to an incubus, a sex demon, which is nothing more but a sex addict, they are basically given, they are basically, they are basically drawn to a person for a very long time, which they misconfuse love with sex, and be with that person for a very long period of time of their lives. It could be for 3 years, 5 years, and they misconfuse love with sex because how good it feels and how long the orgasm lasts. Now, when people do this, they are wasting their time and their energy because the relationship is based on sex. It's not based on a person's character or how well their friendship is or how good their marriage is or so on. It's just basically based on sex and how much fun they can have. But when times get difficult, these people are going to be very aggressive towards each other and don't know how to act towards each other because they only there for the sex and not for the friendship. And this is why so many couples in America and other places are actually breaking up because they keep on misconfusing sex with love. And that's the problem what many Americans and other people have now. Now, if a person is with a person because of the sex, because it's feel great, it's good, the orgasm lasts long, and so on, but they don't sit down with that person and speak to them for the whole entire day and watch movies and so on, then that relationship is basically based on sex. Basically, you know, and it's sad. It's really sad though, because people who are around like 25 years old or 40 or 30 years old or 60 are supposed to know these things already. They are supposed to know the difference from sex and friendship. And then if they can't tell the difference from sex and friendship, then that relationship is basically based on a lie. And they basically there with each other because of sex. Now, now, um, now when people are sex addicts, due to porns, ejaculating, masturbating, they lose self-control or being sexually overactive with a person, they lose self-control of themselves. Therefore, they can't be trusted around others because they might commit adultery by by secretly and openly manipulating others into having sexual intercourse with them, or oral sex with them, or anal sex. This is why sex addiction is so bad here in America, because it was the porns, these porn websites and porn books that started all this mess. And now it's connected to the abortion clinic, because women are sleeping around with multiple individuals, and males are sleeping around with multiple individuals, and they're having unwanted children. And the males sometimes convince the females to get an abortion, or the females' friends convince her to get an abortion, so so um so that she could go on and follow her dreams later on down in life and become a nurse or a doctor or a lawyer, whatever she want to be in life. And the same thing with males. Males, males who accidentally get females pregnant don't want to have a child because they believe child support and having a child is going to get in the way of their goals and their dreams. So they prefer a woman to actually have an abortion rather than take care of their responsibilities and take a risk on being put on child support. It's sad, but these people have been systematically played with through the porn websites, porn books, being over sexually active, and Planned Parenthood being set up. We Americans are being played with. Y'all gotta wake up. And they getting paid from all this, from the web, and they getting paid from all this, from the porn websites, from the porn books, from the abortion clinics, even from the even from the dead fetuses. They getting paid for, because they put in people makeups and much more, and they use it for stem cells research in these scientific places. Everything is about money here in America, and people gotta wake up. We've been trapped in a spider web and don't even know what the hell is going on. Sex plays a huge major role here in America and other places. What do you think would happen if a pimp accidentally got one of his prostitutes pregnant? He would give her a choice to have an abortion and be broken even more, or to leave and find her own way. And if that woman refused to have an abortion, she gonna have to raise a bastard son or a bastard daughter who she gonna have to hide the truth from about how she was really born in order to spare the child's feelings. And it's gonna create a vicious cycle here in America and in other places, which these children are gonna hold a grudge against their fathers or mothers and gonna do the same exact thing onto their children. And this is why the ghettos are like this now. This is why certain white communities are like this now. Certain Latin communities, some Asian communities all over the world is like this now. Because people are making children and misconfusing love with lust and not taking care of their responsibilities. Now we having children looking up to these thugs and criminals as father figures and mother figures to live in a harsh environment. And those mothers and fathers, they was also victims themselves. And they was also deceived. So it's a vicious cycle that's going on here in America and other places. We as Americans, and not only just Americans, Jamaicans and others, y'all gotta stand up and make a difference. Y'all gotta educate these younger generation. Educate the young adults. Educate these teenagers who are having sex that are sexually active. Tell them to put a condom on. Tell these women to have safe sex. encourage these women and teens and encourage them to believe in purity, that they should get married before having sex, so that unwanted children shouldn't be created, and these children don't create children and be bitter towards them because their parents were wrong. We gotta put a stop to this. Abortions is destroying America. There is such things as negative karma, and America is filled with negative karma. During the time on the plantations with the slaves, from abortions through Planned Parenthood, from the slaughtering of the Native Americans, from these school shootings that's happening now in these high schools, in junior high schools and kindergarten schools, from these gang wars, America is being destroyed. We we need to wake up as a people, as Americans. We need to wake up and educate these younger generations about what's going on, so that it can make a huge difference by spreading the word. This is your friend, Andrew Hinton. Peace, my friends.